here. The coach is definitely our friend. But one thing I've noticed, speaking of gears, Alex has brought out his
Kita sarapan dulu guys, baru bangun. Makan dikit aja, nggak usah banyak-banyak.
This is because it's triple elimination and today's the day.
Today's the day.
Jing did also say we have 3 chances, we're going to use all 3.
Yeah, that's their lucky hoodie, and they're going to need it going against GE, who definitely want to win this rematch this time. Now, you guys were talking a bit about Corrode. I'm very excited to start on this, and I'm also very excited to end on Split, where Global Esports defeated them last time.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, as we mentioned before, we're going to be seeing some repeat maps. I don't think Breeze was a confident win for PRX last time around. As you mentioned, Split went very one-sidedly the way of GE. It's been a map that they've been reasonably successful on, except for that little DFM blip. So, look, I think GE have got a lot of work to do. As mentioned, they were really put through their paces just yesterday against Shenji, whereas PRX have had a couple of days to kind of reset a little bit more and prepare for this game, and they would have had to kick their feet up a little bit more and prepare for GE, watching some of what they did yesterday. At the same time, though, Corrode is not a map GE have played yet, so maybe that's why the veto went in this direction. Maybe Frost is trying to be a little bit more tricky.
Yeah, well, GE played a lot of rounds yesterday and they finished quite late. So we're going to have to see if they can be ready in the short turnaround for a tough opponent in PRX.
Oh, I see the belly rub there. Something. Robin Penna's belly. You did that with Monyet, right?
Yeah, that's the lucky belly rub. Yes, sir.
It's a very lucky rub, yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be really interesting between the 2 teams. I think the matches are always really exciting. We ended up seeing just now between Full Sense and DRX. DRX ended up winning that out after losing the first time around, and I wonder if the tail's going to be the same for these 2 teams.
Well, this is the big question. What kind of comps are these teams going to be bringing into a map that neither of them have played thus far in kickoff? For PRX, that is a change up since the off-season, and interestingly enough, this will be the first time we've ever seen something on the Waylay. It is an agent that fits his skill set, but he hasn't played it in official just yet.
On global side, we are going to see the Sage come out for Patman. So everything looks very similar to what they have played in the past. They stole the vetoes there, don't worry, at global fans. Yudetan veto is there, the Waylay is still there, and we're going to see the Sage. I'm excited for the Sage. The Sage is pretty good on this map. A lot of good walls, a lot of good slows.
It was played a lot early on in the map's life cycle, but it's kind of been dropped ever since, interestingly.
Yeah, and Patman really expanding his agent pool here, going on that Sentinel, and GE being the, you know, the veto specialist here. Now, as for the predictions, it is kind of split a little bit heavier in the favor of PRX here. Of course, Global Esports does continue to be the underdog in this story. But I gotta say, if Global win today, this has so many exciting potentials, right? It's got PRX, you got the DRX match, and of course the Full Sense one is not going to be happening anymore, but it's a little exciting. All right, we are going to go into map 1 of Corrode. We're going to send it up to our casters, Paperthin and Helios.
All right, back in for our second series. Another one of these teams is going to have the kickoff come to an end. The other will move forward to play against TRX. Is it the RX Derby? Is it Frost versus Termi? I don't know, but we can't lose in this scenario.
Yeah, no matter what, the fans profit. So that's all we want here, is to see some good Valorant, some interesting stuff, and I think on both sides of the coin, you've got interesting compositions being brought in. The Sage, not something we see a lot in Pacific at the very least, so that's kind of a unique wrinkle being brought in. Meanwhile, the desk just hinted at it, something on the Waylay for the very first time. That ought to be exciting.
It should be. My question is, does this go the way of Patman's first outing on the Waylay, where it looks incredibly well drilled and very solid, or is it a little bit weaker around the edges? We'll have to wait and see, but Jing back on the Phoenix, always something to be excited about. Been seeing a lot of teams around the world utilizing Phoenix on maps where it feels like Phoenix isn't going to get the greatest value. But Jing is looking to maybe go ahead and show us how it's done as we get onto Corrode, a map that has not really been played by PRX pretty much ever. They played it twice, both times versus G2. Both times were losses. One was at an international event, or global I should say, and then the other was at an off-season tournament. So we haven't actually ever seen them combat this map here within BCT Pacific.
Yeah, it should be really interesting. You know, the Phoenix in here, you know, a team like Vitality that loves the Phoenix on this map and has great success with it, runs a very different comp behind the back of it, though. It's going to be curious what PRX's flavor of that looks like. Pat, all on his own, gets tagged up just a bit. Can, of course, just heal and run. And PRX is going to be storming their way through. Wall's going to be in their way momentarily, but it won't take long to deal with that. Prowler to check close. A little bit of a spam.
And good damage found. Envy whittled away at down to 40. Global Esports, a 3-2 split to try to go for the retake. Something on the peak. Doesn't quite see him. Pulls back into the site. It's all frees up even more space for G2. Or GE. Well, I was talking about G2 earlier. My bad. Jing able to find one though. Is Patman going to be struck down? And Forsaken is just bounding forward, jumping in on top of Yurutan. Now Autumn thrown to the wolves. It is just going to be Javi. Last one standing. Forsaken who continues to just hop around like a madman. And the pistol goes to PRX.
Pretty simple stuff here from PRX. Just group up. You found the weak side instantly with just Patman. You're able to bully him well off the site. Yeah, you take a little damage, but whatever. You've got those good curveballs that Jing is so well versed in. Good response there as well to instantly get onto Patman.
I mean, every shot, Forsaken is just jumping.
Why not? He has a classic. I mean, you know.
Solid start and good energy. Not going to be seeing just the further investments here. It's just the one bandit for Yurutan as he immediately finds a large amount of damage there, but Divide does manage to stay alive. Forsaken tag down to 48 as well. 70 health between the two players, but quick pivot here for Global. Working their way across through mid, where Forsaken, dialed in on the angle, but unable to find the opening shots for some damage, and has to backpedal just given the damage suffered earlier on. But the cleanup will be there. Nothing weapon-wise will be lost. PRX get a very clean anti-bonus. Anti-eco. Good lord, what is happening in my brain?
You are, I mean, it's 2 days in a row. Yesterday was really long. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
No, that's not excuse. I'm gonna chug some Red Bull.
Yeah, get it.
Time to wake up.
Yeah. Slam that Red Bull. Just a pretty clean reaction there. Nice stuff from Forsaken to not overstay his welcome. On that angle, saw the player jumping up and immediately knew he could not likely get a good spray transfer there. So peels off, and that's the wise decision. Curious about how the orb control goes. Something you're always kind of keen about as a Phoenix player. There you go.
Outward peak, backpedal curveball does end up going out in Autumn. Forced to retreat.
Bring them down.
Prowler, not sure if we got the spot onto Yurutan here, so Orb take attempt, but Forsaken with covering fire is able to find the two players behind Yurutan. It's going to be good for the one, but player advantage set up for PRX, albeit with something down to 10 HP. Patman tucking into the corner, drags over and finds both. Headshot on the Divide into the spray down to clean up something.
And he gets himself one away from a res.
Tinggal ini Bang ya.
Keeps pressing. Scoop up of a Phantom there for Forsaken.
Backpedaling back over towards Yard.
Oh, yeah,
Still is there to try to reinforce the position. A little chunk of damage going to be suffered by Pat.
Joke's over. You're
As there's the run it back.
Here we go.
Chasing forward. Bounce onto the corner, the swing in. The paranoia connecting onto Patman. Now Jing as well eating it, but still charges onward. Looking for a little bit more damage. Unable to find it as Crystal holds his own. Javi getting involved. As well as Autumn. Something down the 9 health. Flash not connecting. Jing. Able to find the spray, but far too late.
Mulai getar.
So 2-2, Global Esports, they tie it up.
Yeah, some pretty nifty ideas from PRX off the back of the run it back. You get a paranoia to set up. You're going to be able to just keep challenging that angle. You eat your opponent's paranoia. So I like this little play. Gets a lot of value, but Crystal here undoes this round pretty quick. Those 2 kills he gets so impactful. Something so weak there on the backside, and Jing just not enough time. The jumping Crystal took a little too long to finish him before he could transfer. Autumn with an outlaw. Refracts away. They know he's close. Looking for an opportunity with these sheriffs. A bandit for Jing. Divide just near that wall.
Checking out, making sure that he's not hugging the top of that. Something will get a little bit of damage onto Yurutan.
You can see PRX really favoring that A site with this comp. Makes a lot of sense. Obviously the toxic screen all there already, but a lot of this stuff is close range, in your face type utility in play. PRX is going to want to bring, and the A site lends itself a bit more to that.
They break down 2 segments, and Global Esports, they lean in with 3 players on this side of the map. Probably not too far off. Swing back in, but Patman on the blind spray, just able to find a kill on the Jing. Phoenix down, there goes your flashes, there goes your other one, and as well as your smokes. Gonna have to be the face forward, but Crystal so damn snappy with it. Picked apart, something will stop it from being a flawless, but it's gonna be another big round from Patman, who nearly has a second res available as Global Esports take the lead.
Patman once again showing up to the party.
Patman.
His X is there. And he's doing great work. Just watching some of those
Panas Patman, bro.
tracers. Able to get his spray to
Dari
go.
kemarin kalau
Crystal,
PRX panas
sharp
banget
attack
ya.
right now. He is locked into heads. So the wall as well, giving PRX some problems. I wouldn't, I was gonna say, wouldn't mind seeing a timeout here, because I think actually you want to talk about how to control some of that early main space. Make sure those orbs are really under your control so you can get those Phoenix ults rolling. Make sure that Patman isn't able to get comfortable and buy a little extra time. So you might want to put some pressure, A-Mate, clear a wall, peel off, do some other stuff on the map before you kind of overcommit to some of these hits, getting a little too readable.
Yeah. See what the adjustments look like here from Alex and when we're in the booth. Talked to him today, said, hey, man, how are the players feeling? He's like, I have no idea, but I think good.
They seem good. I talked to him a bit. They seem in pretty high spirits. I even got a hug from Devi.
Wow.
It's a great day.
Well, let's see. Going back into a buy. Nightfall's available on either side. It's actually mirrored ultimates. Who's going to be able to better utilize these is and making sure he's got his lineup right.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what you want to see early out of PRX. You want to make sure that that Sage wall, if it gets placed, is cleared.
Oh, well, all right. It's a Munchkin lineup. Autumn, though, with the Outlaw. Finds the shot on the Devi for Unicorn to play off of. Patman now as well.
Ngapain lagi bejir?
In, able to find the one for second half. Has to go for the cancel. Obby at the same time. Just
Aneh banget, Cok.
safe position, reinforcing this site. PRX are now scattering. Sprint their way back across over to B.
Yeah, so just a little bit of an overcommit there from PRX.
Suka banget lompat-lompat,
Wanted to make sure
guys.
that Sage util was handled, but that was well read by Global Esports, so that was going to be a necessary adjustment. They had an extra layer to the defenses, an extra gun in place. So Jing not going to scoop up the orb. They want to keep this quiet for now. They want to try to go for some challenges at some angles. Forsaken is...
Patman just around this corner. He's got a pixel angle, but as he tries to swing out a little bit wider, gets caught in B. Lucky to be alive. Crystal nearly found that headshot. This is going to be Nightfall's exchange across the site. Jing with the plant, has the run it back available, and it's very quickly going to be dispatched. Forsaken holding close, sends out that paranoia, but can't draw the weapon fast enough. Autumn is playing off the near side, has him outdone. Push in though, and Envy snappy with that shot, but so to his Crystal. He accidentally pops the jump. Prowler on the chase, cleared out, sees connecting. Jing, we're gonna get pulled out here into the open, the decay expiring.
Nice.
But he's able to find the kill. Crystal taken down. It's messy, it's close, but it's PRX's round.
Yeah, some really sharp shooting on both sides of the board there. Forsaken just finds a great timing. It's a nice early start. Love the adjustments that both teams are making on this timeout. The chess battle, really good. Forsaken just a little bit better in a couple moments. Nice saturate here from Autumn. Counteract that paranoia. Woo! Envy. This one right here, though, huge from Jing. Thought he might be in a lot of trouble there for a second, but just barely gets the spray there in time. Patman with the judge. Operator for Autumn here.
Let's just go for a timing shot. Let's try to keep this disguised, I suppose. Wall falls, and he peeks in. Operator now confirmed. Wall up, here's the drop down. Forsaken, pretty much pinned in this position. Oh no.
You fought well.
Well, once again, trying to TP past it around Patman, and Patman is right there waiting.
Little too wise to the shenanigans.
dude, I've played with you for basically a year.
I saw this.
I know the stupid stuff that you're gonna try. Player advantage. At the ready, Jing spotting one. This needs to be a big backstab, and for now, he has slipped the net. He can get his way up towards heaven. Be two relatively easy kills for him, but Autumn being this far forward might start making Global Esports a bit more suspicious, but there's the spot on the one, so now attention's going to be paid towards the front of this site. Jing getting into position, finds the one, looks for the second, but Javi able to steady it. Fast enough to shut down the Phoenix, but something does manage to dive forward and find the kill.
Spike planted.
2v3 are fracked back out to main, the weapon drawn, but Patman
Aduh.
takes down his former teammate. Now it is all on Devi. Approach from heaven, unread. 3 players still alive. Global Esports will regain the lead.
It is a massive kill for Javi there. Not many players gonna hit that flick, and he does. He's been really sharp at times. That was a game saver, because you give yourself an extra avenue of approach. But winning on the backside against something as well. So some of these duels going the way of Global Esports so far. Again, both teams looking pretty sharp to my eyes. Patience here, you know, PRX had snuck a couple players past, but Envy goes for a challenge. This right here. Show it from Javi's angle, please. We're not gonna get it.
Nice! I'm gonna get off. I get off.
In there.
So up carried over.
Yep.
And
they invested the res too.
Yeah, it's another res just to go ahead and bolster the economy. Don't mind it.
Not with the way the economy is. Absolutely not. Keep yourself
Oh,
on pace to basically get an extra couple guns. That's real nice.
A lot of noise made. Something does have a shorty. Dashing in, looking for the finisher. Had to get that little gap close, but eventually will be rewarded. I'll be gone. Yudotan is going to be backpedaling, cross cuts. Now pops the evolution here on the site. Swing in, Jing able to strike him down. Bit of healing going his way, but Autumn quick peek finds the shutdown. Forsaken on the floor, but Plant comes through. Divergent path's going to be sent. Jing getting caught by this, perhaps the buy as well. But swing coming through, and Autumn has a collat. And now it's just something. The Sheriff with Autumn dialed into the angle. He's got to go for the push, and it will be to his demise. A 4K for Autumn, a 5th round for Global Esports.
Yeah, they're doing some really nice stuff. Finding good timings, good util usage. The ult there, very impactful from Autumn, and he's getting to another one rather quick. Gets 3 more kills after investing it. Cute little play here. Even though that flash gets absorbed by the evolution, Yudotan still can't win that battle. Oh.
Through the arm, I believe.
I guess.
Through the arm and into the chest.
Must have just barely clipped an elbow there.
Wow.
Nyanges.
Timeout call in the first half. PRX.
Oke, siap.
Not
Cuci tangan dulu.
how this has been going.
Probably feel like you should do a little bit more damage on this attacker's side. His defender's side gonna be a little tricky.
Yeah, I'm curious how they play this.
Yeah, because I mean you got double duelist, double controller, so you're not gonna have that extra layer of info. With the Sentinel, like GE's gonna be running. Well, they're technically running double Sentinel since they have a Sage, but yeah, I don't know. Probably want to talk about how to get some value out of this run it back that Jing's going to have coming into this round. I mean, they're getting into some okay positions, but they're often a man down when they get into those plants. So probably talking about how to make sure you're clearing angles, dealing with that operator a little bit more efficiently.
Okay, buy round, buy round.
To figure out exactly where it's at. Patman back to that A main hold. Kind of more of a default look here for Global Esports, at least considering what we saw at the beginning.
PRX, tapi udah begini gimana, bro?
Autumn on the hunt here, but target-rich environment. Can't find any of them. Nice shot from Devi, run back from Jing on the hunt, but ultimately will just snap back over in towards A main.
Be a little bit of false information there. A couple GE players had evacuated the site to
Okay, let's go.
Now they've refilled that space.
Playing on the same side, but right of the wall. Forsaken spotting one. Jing trying to go on the swing out, and Patman able to shut him down.
Ngapain ya guys ya?
Yudotan will find something as well. Like crammed into the corner, but fighting back with fury. I'll be taken down. It felt like Devi would not have been favored there whatsoever, but Yudotan
Ya Allah.
swinging in the mid is able to find one. The pit now going to be Bloom trying to lock them out. Spike not even yet planted. Gun barrel spotted. Devi maybe checking the mini-map there for a brief little second, but eventually is able to find the kill all the same. Yudotan now just slinking his way through the pit. And
Oh
Devi,
my God.
I think he might have not realized this. As here comes the turn back. Devi
Ngapain ya?
completely outdone.
Ih, aneh
He
banget
thinks that
guys.
Yudo's going to pursue forward into the site to try to get the defuse, but he just swings right back in. The pit had been dropped, and this is a catastrophe.
What a sneaky
Wah,
play
gila jelek
from
banget,
Yudotan.
A massive misread off the back of the timeout as well. Ult invested, but the op now recovered, and the round wins continuing for Global Esports.
Well, it looked like it might be an ace there for Devi. And he
It should have been.
It should have been. He second guesses himself.
He backs off to the stairs to get a reload, and that's when Yudotan just happens to make his way through the
Nggak
pit.
something aneh banget main WL-nya guys, sumpah.
Just enough space there to get through, and poor Envy's like, what? How did he get in there?
Let's go, dog. What are you doing? Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, that one I understand.
For sure. Well, there's
Yeah,
a big reveal. Here
yeah.
comes the Odin. Been keeping this one under their sleeve the entire time, and Crystal now,
Oh.
I mean, he's just tearing them apart.
Masih laut situ nggak tuh bro?
Sinking dead.
This is part of what.
Aduh guys, kenapa nih PRX sekarang bro? Kayak begini bro.
Defenders get into that Odin. Can often be a real challenge. Oh.
Ya udah.
Surviving with 7, but players, now 3, all just being worked lower and lower in health. Jing at least can heal himself. Attempt at the entry straight into his C's. Javi able to find one, but something fighting back still is the after main able to find a very solid kill. Ball across, connects onto Crystal, still has that Odin in hand. If Envy tries to cross his way back out to main, well, now he knows that the Odin's there. Good Prowler, get that spot out. It's again, dueling Nightballs, but as he tries to go in and run down Crystal, Autumn's there with the Operator. Dashes forward, grabs a Phantom. 30, well,
Ya
7 HP.
Allah, apa ya guys ya?
Had. This Global Esports continuing on their merry way.
Yeah, and they're so patient with their util too.
Dibantai nggak tuh cok? Sekarang di map apa aja jelek PRX mainnya guys?
Saturate a lot for these retakes. It's really annoying. And things are going sideways pretty quick all of a sudden for PRX. 3-3 at one point. Now it's 7-6 in favor of Global Esports, who are really doing a nice job here, covering each other well. Setting up with that Odin. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They're just a step ahead on these defender sides in the decision making. Oh, Javi.
Here's a tap, waits for
Lihat ngapain coba ya?
Autumn has the
Aneh banget cok.
Gets the kill.
Wah gila cok, aneh banget guys.
And he is out to safety, and the door is slammed shut here in PRX.
Aneh banget, lihat guys, lihat guys.
And look at a match.
Now he's in mid, swing out, kill found, Jing down.
Lihat, dibantai sama.
Crystal getting the headshot through the wall.
Gak jelas
Forsaken's
banget,
gone. This
anjir.
round is over.
Very much so. Devi would love to try to save this fan.
Gilaan Aram mereka guys, apa nggak ada gua sekarang.
I imagine that Esports doesn't want to give him the opportunity.
Nope.
They're gonna rally the troops and make a go at him.
First step. Balls. Balls round. Global Esports looking to make this an 9-3 half.
Lihat Jason paling top frag, Cok.
PRX, can they rally back to just get one more round win?
Yeah. Just a nice little reposition there. Autumn takes that tight angle from his right-hand side. Hadn't seen him in that position before with that op. And yeah,
that was about the dry swing into the site.
Jadi harus rombak sih kalau begini terus, guys. Kalau sampai ke kick off 1 masih begini sih rombak sih.
Watching up and over the top, nothing spotted there. Autumn letting himself forward. It's a change up here, doesn't have that operator now. Just dancing around this corner in mid. Forsaken as well, tucked in. Smoke set up as he's going to try to slowly drift his way across towards Yard. Devi, though, once again, tagged down to 7. Noise now being made. That TP, Autumn going to go up and over the top. And the teleport timing. Forsaken narrowly escaping with the ult. Something. Planting his feet right there in front of Udaton. Quickly repositions, cross-cutting out the safety. Evolution now popped. His Javi is so damn fast with that shot.
Spike planted.
Straight there, but they are completely outnumbered. Devi is down, 7 HP. Autumn now making his presence known, and he just has him served up on a platter. Devi is a world away.
Udah nggak bisa Jol nih. Kalau begitu terus mah udah pasti nggak akan dapat apa-apa, guys. Lihat.
We'll just hold it now. This is done and dusted. 9-3. What an incredible half from Global
meta bang kagak, guys.
Yeah, they are so well drilled right now.
Emang agentnya duelisnya dikit aja, guys.
Composition is giving PRX.
Agent duelisnya PRX dikit banget.
Really well thought out and a lot
Wele juga nggak jago-jago banget. Yoru juga biasa-biasa aja, Yorunya something.
The Phoenix stuff doesn't really bother them.
Jing kalau nggak main race kurang.
Sage is really annoying at the beginning of the half.
But Yuda is so smart.
Yeah, Yudo is incredibly smart. Just gets the kill, TP's out. I mean, it's just these great little bait and switches that they can do. See them all the time with Yudo. And
well, PRX have their work cut out for them. I'm not really sure if Alex is going to get the answer to his question of what are you doing. It's not.
Kalau satu aneh kan, guys, tamparan PRX gak masuk master, guys. Ya udah berarti ini, guys. Kalau ditampar gak masuk master, setelah ini mereka harus rombak sih. Kalau nggak rombak, satu season lagi lah.
Yeah, looks like these entry duelists, these op duelists really suit him
habis dia masuk master, stage satunya
really
kick Pacific, nggak masuk lagi, berarti udah pasti rombak.
So frustrating to deal with him. He is incredibly smart. And a lot of fans for both teams. Saw a fan who had a sign up that said he traveled 8,000 kilometers to come watch Autumn play. And he's getting a treat.
That's a little bit of a journey.
Yeah, just a bit.
There.
I mean, even last night, granted, I would say the majority of the crowd silenced by Global Esports, but when leaving the studio, saw so many people waiting in the cold to get autographs and photos with the players. There's a Jing, just fishing through that smoke, eventually able to find a kill. Envy, nice. 2 taps coming through. Jing will find the finisher, so PRX.
Kalau misalnya ini bisa comeback ya udah.
And that is half of the round wins. Yeah. Let's extrapolate from here.
Yeah, some cool little stuff there at the beginning of the round, like the protocol here from something to immediately throw the saturate when the Waylay is coming through, but there's a haunt to follow up behind it for Global Esports, and it almost gets the kill onto something, but he's just barely able to get out of there, and that means the rest of PRX comes through.
Gak mau prediksi sebenarnya tapi nggak tidur lagi sampai jam 11. Ih, bawel kamu.
something with a
Enggak, ini kayaknya bisa jadi kalah sih.
A lot of noise being made to try to get them baited around this
Bisa jadi
corner.
kalah sih guys.
Molly at the ready to swing in.
Wih, shotgun bro.
Struck down. He's going for the quick little dash in, trying to play Jing in on the peak. Won't be the kill, a smattering of damage, and otherwise an exit. Both sides is Forsaken. Bit delayed there on that shot. And then finds some damage, and Forsaken's going to have to backpedal. Space gained, and oh, Batman getting past the poison orb there. Just enough time. As head spotted, the swing in, Yuratan be taken down as Forsaken, trying to figure out which angle he wants to play in, but Batman around the back will be able to find Envy. Now suddenly, Forsaken, his attention has to be split. This is the follow-up there, but Jing to the rescue, will be able to bail out. Rolls out the classic, can recover the Guardian. So he
let's go.
Carried forward, pretty clean. Anti-eco once again.
Sama aja ada saham kah? Enggak dong.
Still a long way to go. Run this back.
Still, it's a little
Bisa makan
concerning
ngantuk,
for
guys.
PRX that the mental
Habis
awareness
makan pasti
that
ngantuk
back
lagi, guys.
by wasn't there. So it seems like they're still not fully comfortable on this map. You know, I've noticed that at times they don't really understand the angles or the positions, and they get caught out.
Really, by the time that they had realized it and Envy goes to check, he's just
Pa
further
pa 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 pa.
Exactly.
Hey, Omen, smoke him. They double swing alien, guys.
Udah ini. Wih, kena tuh.
Wait, chill. Give me fake deck shoot on B then, and we get ready on A. I'll just smoke for you guys. Okay, yeah, go towards A.
Like, can one of you, like, Inti? I'll grab up.
Comeback bang, let's see guys ya.
The early pressure there.
It's a new
Maybe
year, so that means
comeback.
it's a new turn for somebody to pick up the op for PRX. You know, it's been something, Devi. Now it's Forsaken's turn.
And with him on the waylay, yeah, you just kind of want to be playing the judge, especially in these rounds here, the bonus. This is a very hefty investment for PRX. It's one that it's pretty early identified as, once again, just a little bit delayed on that. Can't find the kill, so Patman lives to fight another day.
But it seems like he's at least made Global Esports have to consider another avenue of approach so PRX can lean in towards this mid hold.
Well, they're making a ton of noise now, and Envy.
Ya elah, Envy!
Yuratan just stopping a little bit faster than might have anticipated. Devi finding one, re-peeks with a sheriff to find another. Can't quite get that third though. Crystal able to put him down. Something nearby.
Spike planted.
Here's the footsteps of one. All set up as TP into the corner. Javi's repositioning. Good look for the entry. Jing dropping down, finding the kill. Javi eliminated. Crystal's position now known as the shotgun. Judge tears them apart.
Oh, berarti map defender.
There is PRX.
Map defender guys, map defender.
Yeah, this is a really well thought out round for PRX. Having that op in place, even though you're not getting the connection, it's still forcing Global Esports to play into your setups. And a nice wall to make this cross to get that kill onto Envy. But then right behind him is Devi. We know what he can do. He's got a sheriff in his hands. Nice flash from Jing again. God, his flashes are so good on Phoenix. And then, yeah, they're stuck in the corner. Jing got the info and is like,
oh yeah.
You're up.
Yeah, it's almost like this guy should, you know, the people.
Okay, something udah megang OP nih, bro.
Other regions of BCT should maybe study this guy.
I don't know who you could be talking about.
Weird, so weird. Anyway, Bucky in hand.
Even in our own region.
Yeah, a bit of firepower put into this one for Global is something. Yeah, nearly caught.
Aduh, apa sih?
Maneuver, but Forsaken's going to be the one taking him down. A little bit of a delayed reaction, but eventually he's able to find Patman. But Crystal gets rid of something. Opponent in hand, Envy. We'll find the one divide out. Pushing forward. Hoping to reinforce and keep them protected. Autumn going to try to get some damage through here, but curveball straight into the face. Goes for the pre-fire, but not going to be able to find the kill. So looked a little bit wobbly there for a moment, but PRX now just 2 rounds away from tying it up.
This is starting to look real clean.
Oke, aman guys, masih aman guys. Duit banyak lah, Jing, duit 7.000 bro.
The sharpness of the shooting in particular starting to really come forward. Okay, Forsaken dies there. That's a little bit of a weird one from Jing, but all's well that ends well. Now you got the Odin of your own. You know how impressive that is on this map. Beautiful flash again.
Ayo Jing.
Believe me, we all know. Whoa, hold on.
Free Fire looking for this crunch, and Yudotan, well, he's just shrugging that one off. The ult is there, and Jing just, yep, immediately going to be shut down as Invi's only able to find one. Operator be able to go for the kill, and as the dust settles, it's a 3v3, but it's absolute bedlam outside of B.
What just happened?
Aneh.
Oh, Forsaken.
Average APAC round.
Yeah, basically. It's just bananas. It's just kind of weird because you don't really get much info here as PRX. You have no idea if they're going A or B right now.
Nope.
And if the timings are bad.
We're starting to shift back, but looks like the Vi shifting around, trying to keep eyes on this side of the map. They have eyes on this corner, and oh boy, they just cleared it. Ping coming down behind Global Esports, getting a sense of this, but now you've got a double crossfire set up to intercept, and this is the spike in hand. Hoggle on the smoke, the walkout Autumn struck down. Tommy now.
Nice shot.
To Jason's hands as well.
What a nice little micro adjustment from Forsaken.
Gara-gara teriakannya tuh bro, gara-gara teriakannya L-Crowd guys, L-Crowd guys. L-Crowd itu bro, itu L-Crowd guys.
Should be round over here.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to try to recover this one.
Udah, sabar.
Hurt a little bit more, but economy for PRX is quite strong. That being said, though, now we can just good eco res. We will.
Your will not kill my allies.
Your will not kill my allies. The PRX will win round.
That was
Okay.
Well, Patman is still on an absolute tear. This just is a little weird to me. I mean, Yudo able to use this box against this setup, just something that PRX can never really get into a position. Had he yet a little bit of help behind him too, but try to cover Jing there. And Crystal, Marty, and Bulldog for Javi. One away from a couple big ults for PRX.
Apa itu? Smoke apa itu bro?
For the side of Global Esports. Got quite a combo to set up to really clear a site one way or another with the Nightfall and the Convergent Paths. Evolution there for Yudo to maybe eat some of that, try to eat some of that util again. Especially from the
Oke, ulti buat kamu Jeta emang worth it guys kalau lagi eco guys. Biar duitnya banyak.
Those fights, even though we lost one earlier. A bit of patience being shown by Global Esports. Haunt to tee up something to push a little bit forward with the refract.
You say that patience completely on display though, but I'm wondering how displacing it could be because I'm thinking about Frost not calling a timeout, considering how close things have gotten here.
Well, that's the thing with Frost. He calls timeouts when you least expect it.
Adong.
Yeah, that's how he keeps his opponents guessing.
Oh, he's just like Termy. Oh my god, these guys should be best friends. Double dash forward. And they caught in a trap. Devi only able to find one on the entry. Crystal dispatches, puts them back in with the player advantage.
Nice one.
However,
jelek banget si something angle-nya sumpah.
Autumn back into a 3v3 and something completely unknown from his position here was hindered by the saturate. And now brings out a shot. This Jing from up above is able to find one. The jump around the corner, maybe a bit misplaced on their trust, but Jing, ooh, a bit of a fadeaway on that one. Narrowly comes out on top, a wry smile. But it is another round win for PRX. Flawless in this half so far. Yep, the operator is right next to you.
Angle-nya, gue kadang suka kayak serem sama angle-nya something, tau gak lu liat guys?
A little execute from Global Esports. Again, Nightfall and the Convergent Paths. You basically just hit anybody that could possibly be on site. And poor Envy's
tuh Jason nyala begini guys, kalau nggak susah guys ini guys. Kalau Jason nggak nyala berat ini guys.
Nifty play. Oh my god. That's crazy work. 6 in a row.
Still yet not going to be seeing a timeout call. The militia buy is, I'm going to start calling it. We'll see if it catches on, but everything that GE can...
Udah dapetnya Jason, what the hell?
And there goes one of the players.
If there's anybody who I believe could outduel something with a sniper, it's Yudo. Pat, well, that's Pat.
Pat's dead. Crystal now gone as things are just falling.
Anjir.
As there you go. Fast shot. And just Javi now. 1v5. Dash just playing in Envy. And flawless for PRX as they gain the lead. 10-9. Feels like this.
Tapi emang gara-gara ini sih guys, defending lebih kuat mereka. Pas defending puter-puteran lebih kuat guys. Padahal dia tag dua duelis ya.
Oh, just a spam through the smokes there for Forsaken. Look at this little micro flick. Boom. Love it. Envy looking good with that. Odin.
Timeout.
Well drilled here a little bit. You know, we talked a little bit in the half how we might be a little worried with this comp. Without this defense, might look for PRX, but because they get that pistol, because they're able to get that early operator,
konspirasi EWC, bro.
Establish map control without the need for having a set.
PRX sekarang bukan malah beli gaming bang. Kalau taker doang sih defending udah jarang. Mereka tahu metanya guys.
You know, fade. So this is.
And obviously, I mean, they've never lost it because it's just been this flawless run.
Exactly.
So they bring that op out. It's a bit unexpected. Doesn't get kills immediately in the hands of Forsaken, but they haven't had to cycle another one in, so the economy has also just been built up and has been very steady for PRX.
Exactly.
Well, it took a hell of a long time, but there's the timeout call. Does it lead to a round win and a tied-up scoreline?
Might be time. We'll see. Got the rifles. So this round so crucial here for Global Esports. They need this round to go to keep that economy in check.
I'm not dashing now.
Yes, possible up on B main, guys. Trust me. Let's go Eastwood, boys. They're getting herb.
Direct on that call.
You go again.
I smoke elbow.
Swing away and a dash.
Don't miss me too.
Got a great read.
Dash at the ready. Forsaken, setting up that paranoia. That's right to the corner. And a multi-man face means that he's got to backpedal very quickly. So site going to be taken. Global Esports quickly in with the plant. PRX now, onus on them to try to get this retake underway. They do have a Nightfall, as you say.
Let it rip.
Ooh. DP Forsaken gives his life. Trade of the Omens. He's now the swing in.
Ya elah, apaan dah? Apaan sih, jelek banget guys, ngepick apa begini ya?
Now it's just something left standing. Operator in his hand.
Retake aneh banget, bro.
Has the money but doesn't want to give him the shots. So Global Esports, bit of a pacier hit here for them. They change things up. They managed to catch PRX off guard on the weaker side of the map, and that now ties us at 10-10.
That's the biggest piece of that puzzle. I would have liked to have seen with PRX being so quick to get over to A anyway.
5 padahal bro, ada ulti bro. Ada ulti padahal guys.
A longer retake, like if you're going to take a second to talk about it, how you want to execute it, I don't want to see them bunched up right on the other side of that wall. That's on the other side of sight here, right where you're seeing. I'd rather see them sit outside and then think about it. But if you're going to get that close,
Cuek banget ngeliat situ, bro.
I would love to have just seen him rip that Nightfall right away and go, because you give GE too long to set up their defenses there.
Oh, you're gonna out. Yeah. I will gonna insta scan. Go. They scan. They spawn middle. Hold down, please, wait.
Hold down, wait.
Nice. Ini menang gara-gara tajam doang Emi Jason, bro, sumpah.
Dead, Jing, a run it back available. As all the rest of Global Esports just scaling, trying to circumnavigate this pit in front of B main. Barracuda check around towards yard, a flash now, cycled forward, Envy just jiggling on the peak, staring in towards this connector. Now, looks like maybe Global, at least wanting to explore towards this A side. See whether they find it. Not reinforced, but Forsaken once again striking. Now getting involved. Puts the spike down on the floor, and the other two players going to be identified here. Pushing forward. I mean, he has the ultimate available, so can get the recovery on the spike, but still in a pretty rough position as Jing unable to deny that one away.
Toxins going up.
Plant now coming in. PRX going to have to scale out of their own pit. Checks around. Nothing yet spotted. Javi now left to his own devices.
Nice, Jason lagi tuh yang main, Cok. Jason doang yang main, Cok.
Gets that trade back right into the lead once again.
Yeah,
4 kilo, bro.
Planning here from PRX once again on this defender's side. You have the pit, you can overstack the site. That was a problem last time. You don't mind giving up a little bit of space. You have that run it back there if you need it over at A, if things get a little shaky, if Forsaken dies in that initial attempt at kind of a push towards that direction. It's got a lot of options for PRX. A lot of layers to this defense that are really, really nasty to get through. Especially when Forsaken shooting like that. He was on it that round, and he's been on it most of this map.
Which is something that people really wanted to see, because it was widely absent in that.
Mana yang lain, bro? Ini 21-15 anjir dia, smoker.
Currently there at the top of the leaderboard. Shadows traveling. We continue that here. Swing around the corner, the flash going out, saturate, lobbed in, Forsaken. Not actually able to find too much there on the blind spray.
I'm shocked he didn't get any damage on that spray.
Yeah, just a bit on the Patman, but goes ahead, pops himself back up the full, but now fire into the corner, on the dive forward, Forsaken to collect it once again. Flash at the ready, but the smoke bloomed, and Bobby will be able to go ahead and trade one back with the Bandit of all things through the Poison Orb. 20 seconds until the heal. Patman for now at risk, and they widely have to just slow things down and wait.
Kayak nggak stabil dia, harusnya nyalanya tuh ber-3 ber-4 guys. Masalahnya tadi tuh yang main Jason, yang bikin menang round Jason.
Wall boost. Forsaken trying to break this one. Patman can just try to scale forward, and he does. Forsaken ends up getting dropped. The heal should be available, and it is. Starts getting top back up, scaling his way.
Ya, cek nih mati nih.
Hall. Devi, however, silently slotting forward towards A main on this lurk, but swings right into the op shot. And now Javi, too many options remaining other than to try to sprint his way across into the B site.
Well, clutch would be quite the show here.
10 seconds left.
We're the new player to Pacific. Saw some big moments from him very early on here at kickoff.
Kok nggak dikasih info sih, masih ini Cok, main V.
Scott has PRX play for the trade. Get the spot.
Position known. TP's into the corner, but the haunt is there, so they know exactly where he's at. And 4K for something. Catches him with the shorty.
Ulti, biar 12.
Now up to map point. From a 3-9 score lead at the half. They've only given up 1 round from this defending side.
Match point.
Yeah, they're so well rehearsed on this side of the map. The push and the pull.
Ini kan better guys ya, lihatnya nggak sedih banget guys.
It really is. It really is. Who would have thought? 2026 and PRX is way better at defense and Zeta's way better at attack.
Shocking. But final timeout call now.
Halo Ko, halo.
I mean, look, they played and managed to get themselves into
an overtime udah nguap-nguap terus guys.
Fairly long.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Versus Genji. And they do that here now versus PRX.
Sure, I think so. I think this team's more than good enough to send us into overtime. I'm just trying to think of ways to think around the corners and the angles here that PRX has, because they're just a step ahead, and their ability to control space with that operator is a real huge problem. So you're gonna have to come up with something creative, you know, maybe a haunt into a waylay dash or something like that to break him off an angle. Or few things are available, of course. But, you know, he's been owning something, has been with that operator.
Bang, bola lu tinggi bang.
He's been shutting him down.
Masa sih? Olahraganya ini guys, di RP guys.
Usually.
Kalau menang gimana? Kalau kalah nggak lanjut lagi guys.
I mean, a complete total shift across the half. Res available, only ult at the moment here for Global Esports. Just from the shadows though, PRX.
If you can win this round, you should be in a really nice spot with the ult cycles.
Patman's going to keep trying to scale off this. He wants to get on the line, but it ends up just being hubris.
Ya, revive-nya hilang.
Res no more. Haunt cleared over the top. Envy does still have that Odin in hand. Ready to unleash hell in him. Nice. He's already done it. Might have just sealed the deal on this round. Dash in, quick refract out, TP up over the top. Javi working his way into heaven. Gonna be looking for the backstab, but now noise is made, and Dubai has it completely in hand. Autumn left in a 1v3. Double approach from Main. The connector here is gonna, narrowly avoid the flick. Something. Dashing out the safety.
Nice.
And that's when they swing in from Main. 13-10. Daylight robbery from PRX.
Nice comeback.
Well, it's a new year. It's a new look for PRX, and it's a blistering defender side.
Nice comeback guys. Tonton dulu yang lain guys. Apa ini maraton nih?
Itu namanya satu stadion, tapi beda nama mereka. Apa? Jadi kalau Inter yang pakai namanya Giuseppe Meazza. Kalau buat logo-logo jadi San Siro. Buat logo-logo. Buat logo-logo. Logo-logo beda kalau itu. Beda logo-logo.
Ini stop sih. Nah.
Nggak bisa stop bro, antriannya ada 1.800.
Mana nggak kameranya?
1.800.
Thank you guys.
Kata-kata hari ini Bang Aloy.
Anjing nih kamera kesini dulu kan.
Bang Niko jangan lupa nanti malam Liverpool.
Jadi gua ketemu Cicu bang. Iya, gua liat guys di YouTube guys. Gila keren banget rumahnya ya.
Dulu Juve sama Torino sama-sama di Lealpi.
Iya ya. Kapan tuh? 18
Enggak, jangan gua ngerti bola aja.
Tapi Liverpool malah menang.
Lu kenapa kok ya?
Sibuk sendiri.
Ya nih, Liverpool malah juara nggak sih?
Juara.
Kapan?
Pernah lah gila lu.
Kapan? Terakhir juara kapan?
Terakhir juara Liga Inggris tahun lalu anjing.
Iya kan?
Iya.
Bagus.
Jago emang.
Sekarang Liverpool jagoannya sama Mike.
Ada beli pemain.
Dulu kan yang gua tahu Michael Owen.
Siapa play? Henry ya? Henry.
Oh, Henry Arsenal mas.
Henry Arsenal. Gerrard.
Orwa tahu itu anak lo paling minta reimburse dia. Kenapa emang? Emang dia kenapa guys? Dia kasih duit guys.
Steven Gerrard.
Siapa yang lihat kok?
Aja Liverpool yang gua tahu ya.
Kiper siapa? Yang pas zaman Gerrard?
Reina.
Kirinya Rise, bek kiri.
John Arne Rise. Tengahnya Daniel Agger.
Kanannya dikit.
Ada dikitnya sih.
Kamu jadi wing ya, tapi wing kanan dikit.
Mike, ada komen. Sekarang Liverpool bapuk.
Sekai wa. Anjay, lagi anak kode lagi pada ini guys. Lagi pada apa? Lagi pada gelo lihat guys. Pada ngadu bejir. Aku buka Discord dulu guys, ngecek kerjaan seperti biasa. Oke. Sakit perut lagi, Cok. Anjing pengen berak lagi, Cok. Sore perang, malam jadi bocil. Oh iya, guys. Emang sore bisa perang, guys. Emang sore perang. Apa ini dia, guys? Kenapa nih? Oh, ini ketemu ini bener, guys. Ketemu Ruha. Kekaiwa. Aduh. Udah kenyang, sakit perut nih, Cok. Sebenarnya saatnya BOKER guys. Saatnya BOKER. Bukan TikTok-nya kali ya, TikTok. Tapi copyright kan TikTok, guys. Matiin dulu lagunya. Anjay. TikTok pasti CR kok. Matiin aja soalnya. Kalau matiin soalnya kayak aman guys. Bisa guys. Ih serem. B2F versus DSG Liga Subuh. Anjay. Sekitar banget. Gila. Oh, I say goodbye. Isinya tinju guys sekarang FVP-nya guys. Bicarain Gondi Luciano kok. Ya Allah. The fuck. Kalau udah mau mulai bilang ya guys ya. Anjir apa nih bro? Clausius Fam. The fuck? Wanna say goodbye. Ayo dong mulai dong. Bosan nih guys. At Love jadi keinget paperback bang. Paperback apa guys? Astaga, paperbacknya udah basi nih guys. Kalau malam gak ada guys, kalau gagal guys. Besok sebenarnya sih makanan, cuman ya udahlah. Kok hilang kok replay? Lagi diedit guys. Nanti buat baru aja kali ya. Buat baru bisa sih guys makanannya guys nanti guys. Nanti live bang, live guys. Insya Allah malaman tapi ya. Kenapa lo keluar dari PRX bang? Nggak keluar guys. Emang abis kontraknya.
Good fit on this map. Once again, it's going to be a solo dive duelist, and Autumn's going to play the chamber. So on the defense, once again, it's going to be very annoying for PaperX to attack into.
Oh, this could be a 3-map series, I think. Yudotan definitely knows how to play a Neon. So let's see how this rolls as we go into Breeze. Let's send it back to our casters. We got Paper Thin and Achilles.
Big changes here. Global Esports, a complete shift over the last 24 hours. Yudotan moving over to the Neon, a duelist that we don't usually see too much on Breeze. Going to be leaning into this, and they also do have that Viper now in play.
The chamber as well for Autumn, so this to me just says that GE wants to take fights. They want to take duels. They want to get that open space and play for the gunfights. So it should be quite an interesting setup.
Gue gak suka line-up-nya PaperX, tau kenapa?
A couple cheeky ones. There's one on the backside of B that you can use.
Yes.
Get into a tough angle for the opponents to deal with.
Disguised angle, perhaps.
Some plants in the way.
The thing that I'm going to be questioning, though, is you have a Viper by itself. That's it when it comes down to your smokes. Sage can offer you a little bit of control, but how did they try to pilot this? Jing, though, tagged up, as is Forsaken. Themselves into a position for a forward hold. Crystal swinging out. Unable to find anything there himself. It's the kill onto Jing. But very quickly, this ends up going the way of Global Esports. So plant money there, but not the round win. It's the first pistol for GE in the series.
Yeah, they just kind of have a little bit of a firing angle into that fight. They've got some sheriffs to boot. They put them to good use, so nice start here, finally. Global Esports gets that pistol round win. Could be looking at something a little bit different here. Having that chamber on a pistol round, often a difference maker.
One enemy remaining.
But the sheriff's behind it as well. Looking nice with the ghost.
Asal-asalan tuh dirasa cok, aneh banget.
Solid stuff from Global Esports. Able to get that extra angle tucked in behind the wall. Not that it mattered too much, but nice little ideas being thought through. Judge for Yudotan. Outlaw for Autumn. A couple sheriffs. Spectre in the hands of Javi. He's going to be pushing out a main as the bulk of... Ooh, nice shot.
That goes away, and so G does something. So that's both of your duelists out of the equation nice and early as Autumn finds himself another kill. Patman will get involved with the Sheriff, and that leaves just Divide with the Marshal to try to see if he can put a dent in Global at all in this round. Otherwise, it could just be a flawless 2-0 start. Well, there goes that. Solid shot. Nice one from Divide, but how many more can he muster? I'll be pushing down elbow. He and Yudo both good armor values, but there you go, okay. Eat the shot for Crystal, has the regen armor, and then Patman will swing for the kill. So there's the 2-0.
All right. Let's see what this has in store for us.
I gotta say,
oh, he's ready. We heard the footsteps.
Love seeing Autumn back on Chamber.
Heck yeah.
Just something that I had actually asked Frost about as the roster was coming together all the way back at GCC. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to see Autumn play Chamber. And he's like, well...
Why do they like to go to the Outlaw? I don't understand.
I had to pause my thoughts so I could hear that one. He's like, well, he could, but then we have to do this, and we have to change that, and then that. And I'm glad that he figured it out.
He's got it worked in. I just love Chamber in general right now in this
Kira something Yoru bang, tapi udah cupu banget Yoru nih.
Oh, moves to the top. It's Hill. Crystal somehow getting that kill. So just fully unanticipated by PaperX. Ends up being a 1-for-1 at the end, but lucky for PaperX, they have a secondary duelist and something still alive.
Is that Judge?
Mite nggak dikontrol guys, Mite dilepas nggak sih?
I don't think it was. But it seems like PaperX is going to be able to avoid it for now. Should be getting a pretty good idea here. They want to go mid. Oh my goodness. The shorty. Prime position.
Might just hook them here. Nebula does fade, so he's got to back off. Now he's got a pixel angle. Try to get the catch at the same time. Jump up in the nest, something able to find. One of the no-scope from Autumn does not connect. Counter swing from Forsaken finds the kill, and now it's all down to Javi. As the drone out over the top, tucks away towards back pyramid, but it's being surrounded and dealt with. So just
Gitu
the one
dong.
early kill onto Jing found. Otherwise, a very solid anti-bonus for PRX.
Yeah, really nice work there. Good patience being shown by PRX around
Good
their own
patience.
smokes. Able to deal with that pretty quick. Thank you, Envy. Nice play by something. That one right there. Really, really nice. And then they just trap him. They, again, playing patient there. No one's just running him down. Showing a little bit of caution. Envy saying, hey, let me drone
masih
first
0-3,
and then we
bro.
can finish the job. Let's keep that economy strong. A little bit of a spray from the Odin. Slow orb as well to delay. Something. Just sending out early fake info.
Some posturing from both these players. Back away.
They're gonna try.
Ayo, bisa guys.
Show something here.
Ya 2-0 ini yuk.
Not be this far forward. Ball going up, but it doesn't fully block off anything. Gap into the back. Makes it a much more difficult swing, but something's still gonna go for it, and is able to back away, life intact.
That should keep the strong side stack over on A.
Thrown the spot out. Actually doesn't end up getting cleared. Jing now going for the entry. Rendezvous set up at backside. Jing on the prowl. Not see much of anything quite just yet, but you know the relative position of this chamber, especially now with the ping out. Unable to find that flick. Swings it around the corner. Just end up overwhelming. Yudotan able to find the kill. Jing going to be taken down. Forsaken finding two, but Autumn redraws with the operator. 20 HP. Divide. Tries to win the fight, but he comes out on top. Has the heal for himself as well. Leaving Envy alone in this 1v2. Spike in hand.
10 seconds left.
Taps faking the plant, but ends up getting flushed into the open. Global Esports able to find this. It'll just be grab the operator, the res there onto Autumn.
Yeah, there are two players there that thought they had Autumn killed in that corner, and they didn't. To swap. Patience on the other side of the map by Crystal to try to deal with the lurk. Oh my god.
Jing nembak apa
Jing
ya?
transferred over to Yudotan. I think he thought he had Autumn. Oh.
10 seconds left.
I can drop the up this round and use my
Filthy no scope.
You wanna wall up? You wanna wall? Let's wall.
Nasty shot. And now hands the operator over to Yudotan, and they've got two in the mix with this tour de force. Drone does get cleared. Recon up and over. Exchanged on both sides. As the global players scattering away. Cosmic Divide going to be called in. The peek and no the wall. Saving something's life, I believe.
There. Spike planted.
Right here.
5v5 with Flood getting ready to come through. Not too Fury available, but it's Envy playing point at backside, and immediately he gets flushed out. Kills exchange 2 for 2 as Jing trying to hold his own. We'll be able to find the one. Something gets a piece as well. It's all down to Patman.
Nice.
He's going to be caught reloading. PRX.
Great job.
Just trading it back and forth over these last couple rounds. Things within touching distance.
Yeah, nice barrier set up behind the barrier for PRX.
Miskin mereka, nice.
Some good trades, some good firing lines. Able to have those crossfires in place, and they're not broken quickly enough and efficiently enough by Global Esports. First one, I thought, okay, maybe we're gonna go. Some quick ones. Oh, Forsaken peeks out into 3 there, but still all's well that ends well. Getting a nice little back and forth here.
Invi orang mana bang? Orang Filipin
A
guys.
little different than we saw in Corrode.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
Wow.
Fuck lah.
Wasn't the player revealed.
He's got aim punch too.
Yeah, challenges for that, and immediately finds a headshot. A hell of a one there from Autumn. Tagged to 60. That's a great way to try to start off a thrifty attempt.
Javi, where are you? I need heals.
He's looking for kills. As Speed raises the wall. Backpedal coming through. Stink Bite going to be lobbed in as well. By able to just dance over the top of that one. I believe Javi had been spotted, and they end up lining up for him. Tries to find the flick on the Udaton. Doesn't manage to make that happen, but Jing taken low, now taken down.
Jing ngapain dah, sumpah.
Fast lane setup, goes rushing in to buy, gets the no-scope. Just piles right into it. Shot wide onto Autumn, but further damage has been taken by the chamber. Just two players dancing around the back of Orange here. And timing shots from something are able to find Crystal. Autumn looking for a little bit more, but eventually will get taken down. Two players surviving.
Invi sih oke banget guys sebenarnya. Lebih stabil, cuman ini PRX-nya lagi bau emang guys.
Just not enough behind it. Get that eco to go. Oh.
It's probably so doable right up until this point.
Yeah, that's the backbreaker right there. If Udotan can stay alive with that neon, it'd be very, very different. Devai is very good with the operator, as we have seen many times throughout the years. Him or something, it is a dangerous weapon in any of their hands. That is without a doubt.
Wanting to avoid
pengen tidur kita sampai jam 9.
That's the last time that they had played. Across the timeout here. Obviously, very different composition. Set to try to catch PRX off guard.
Wanna say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Where is that fan?
You gonna shake his hand?
I want to shake his hand.
Oh, he's got another Autumn sign. Let's go.
He's been off to a
great
start so far on the map.
Sorry,
yeah,
Ken.
I mean, Autumn's been stellar today. The last 2 days, he's been really, really good for global esports. Love to see it.
Yeah, I watch him though. Pull up right away. They open doors.
Goes.
Nice trade, nice.
G.
I had the same reaction as the coaches.
Yeah, Vladkor just shaking his head.
Kenapa?
Lagi AFK kayaknya. Di kota pun nggak ngomong ini.
Titip juga. Ini Nat bilangin anak-anak concern Virtus itu terlalu sakit. Lain kemasin aja. Berat banget bang kalau lagi rame ya rame guys, kita kota rame, koken nggak bisa. Beratnya karena rame sebenarnya.
Great call here, great patience from Patman.
Yang berat tuh yang bikin rame makanya.
Nice cheeky placement of that wall.
100 orang udah pasti berat.
Pinging all over the place. Oh yeah, just the timing, great flash, the right idea. This is just little sneaky.
Kalah, Cok.
It works beautifully for Pat.
Nah itu.
Yeah.
Tadi Mas Sultan.
That one's frustrating.
Mas Rio nitip ini.
Virtus gini dicek lagi. Virtus banyak report soal Virtus, saya cepet banget. Di nerf dikit kayaknya deh. Damage-nya.
Kurangin ininya. Mau damage-nya mau.
Fire udah nggak mungkin bisa kan? Maksudnya kayak takutnya nggak efek banget, mending damage gak sih?
PRX bisa sih. Oh.
Coba aja tes dulu, itu soalnya lu tes dulu ya ke orang, itu sakit banget, banyak yang report soalnya kena kedip. Melebihi Carbine itu katanya.
Not even sure realistically what he's going to be able to do here. Needs to die, but no weapon.
Virtus berapa mas yang kena report?
Virtus 3 ya?
Virtus 3 mas.
He's just gonna grab an orb.
Yang senjata bedside baru.
Take that for himself. Try to get some ult charge and then maybe get a kill.
27 sama kayak Carbine.
Yeah, you can find it.
Cuma fire rate kenceng banget, lebih apa sih kayak SMG tapi Carbine katanya.
What if he just goes all the way around plants?
Boleh di fire rate-nya aja gak mas?
And then wins.
Fire rate-nya boleh, lebih harusnya di bawah Carbine sih, harusnya Carbine lebih tetap harus lebih OP sih. Dibikin jauh.
Flawless confirmed. Global Esports now carrying on up by 2 rounds.
Gara-gara dia benerin ininya ya.
Kalau nggak dibikin kayak AK pun, cuman lebih cepat dikit juga boleh.
The overdrive, the Hunter's Fury, there's a lot of ults. Forsaken's in the open going for the Astral Form.
Not the ideal spot, never get the awareness that Yudotan's behind the pyramid.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
The swing and emotions across the stage.
I have to get in. Stop beaming. Ulti somewhere. He ulti? Yeah, be ulti. Hey, where's it? Viper ult. Pinging.
The swing, good counter shot from Jing as Avi ends up overstepping. Player advantage now for PRX is Yudotan walking out in the mid, spotting Envy, but can't find each other.
Iya, aku mas. Siapa lagi?
Whizzing past. It's still set up here in play at A main for Patman, and it looks like no, just gonna leave the Yor to linger around the area. Yudotan tagged up a bit, comes back across, works his way into shops. Potentially could be at risk if he thinks that everyone has left the area. Something. Oh, goes for the fake TP. He turns around.
Harus fake TP, bro.
And that gives Yudo the opportunity to get the flick.
556 dia.
A big misstep, a big catch for Yudo, and now a 3v3.
Patman left the pit to go check on that TP.
They have a drone to lead the way in. It looks like Envy going to be going for it, so Patman just tucking away, hasn't been spotted yet.
Gak usah tembak aja. Barengan yuk. Satu.
Not quite going to make it all the way behind the pyramid.
3.
Patman might just find a crazy timing. Both of them were looking away. Jing trying to swing forward, but now Yudotan arrives, comes to the rescue, and it's just Envy boxed in behind bricks. Swings out, Patman wins it.
Attacker-nya berak banget, guys, sumpah dah. Attacker-nya berak, bro, PRX, bro.
This is so expertly played by Patman. He's able to get ahead of the recon dart onto the other side of the pyramid. Nice trades early for PRX. It's really what you needed to give yourself that man advantage, but yeah, something caught off guard. Oh man, yeah. This right here, he just knows how to work against that Sova util so nicely.
Timeout.
So well thought out by Patman, and yeah, I was wondering, is it PRX's turn for the timeout? And indeed it is, so kind of curious. Seems like they're starting to get flustered. The operator comes into play once again, and all of a sudden, you know, once you can get to that gun, it feels like both teams are having a really hard time finding the adjustments to deal with it, to be able to take that space comfortably.
What
talking about
me?
how you can work some of that smoke
What about
util.
me?
You got the double controllers. You should be able to get a little bit more zone control of the map. Maybe put a little bit more attention towards B. Something like that. I'm curious to see how PRX is gonna come out of this. They have a Hunter's Fury. But Autumn's got his ult, so does Yudotan.
He starts taking a step up though. I mean, Jing and Envy both pretty rough goes of it here. 3-8, 3-9. Jing was the one leading in kills when they played against Global Esports previously on this map. Will reposition into a fast hit.
Standing ahead.
Reassessing, sends out the recon. Shock darts at the ready, double stack behind pillar. Could be good value, but for now the pit's gonna be bloomed in. Something not quite getting caught by the sprays there. Maybe enough to make Global think that box is going to be cleared, but
Spike planted.
still going to have their work cut out for them, trying to get forward. Never mind, the pit's dropped. Haven't just found Devi. Forsaken, rushing him down, and somehow doesn't get a kill. He puts him low, but can't confirm him. And now it is just Jing. Cloudburst thrown down, tap of the defuse. Jing looking for a timing, but now they know exactly where he's at, and he cannot find Autumn. Feels like PRX is giving in to the stress and strain in these rounds.
Burik banget guys, attacker-nya guys. Bingung apa ada map lain, nggak ada map lain ya?
Steady as she goes.
Yeah, just the judge just didn't go. If it does here for Forsaken, could be a very different round. Devi just goes peeking out of his pit. He gets cut down. It's just being watched like a hawk by Patman.
One enemy.
I don't know how Forsaken doesn't get at least one with that judge, but
I do not understand. I do not understand. I do not understand.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
How did the judge not kill anybody?
Yeah, no, that's what I don't understand more than anything.
Let's just delete the gun from the game.
Yeah,
Just get rid of it.
That
It's
one I'm fine with.
It's an RNG weapon.
I'm totally fine with eliminating the judge. Keep the Bucky, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Oh, Patman being so sneaky here.
You know as well to try to draw attention, but okay. Pat still trying to play out of this, but this time Forsaken is able to find the kills. Crystal, now the one to try to hold down this site. As Autumn swings around from behind, has that operator caught a glimpse of the jet, but will be able to catch a shot on the Devi. Spike, however, brought forward, ready for the plant. Forsaken still holding close and will be able to get the intercept kill onto Autumn. Crystal now the do-it-all, swings in, finds Jing. This is still very good damage. They are broke. No real money to speak of here, but we'll be able to get the round victory and potentially can make this a 7-5 half.
And finally, able to find a counterplay, read the push out here really nicely. Great util. Envy teeing up his duelist there. They've got layers to this mid-hold. Patman, just too many targets out there. Forsaken's so patient. I was wondering, is he going to use a star or a smoke here? But I had to wait. Wanted to make sure that that angle that Autumn killed
mati,
from is dealt with.
Sumorot mati dia.
Challenge Patman, Crystal over towards the front of A. I mean, everybody leaning so hard into this mid area. Oh. PRX is gonna have to fight for this. It ain't gonna be easy.
Clear the drone, reposition from Patman. Get spotted out by that dart. Suspect somebody in the corner, but util hasn't really landed at his feet, so still very healthy despite the shock darts.
Teleport's ready.
I mean, look at this boosted wall.
That is, oh my God.
This is insane elevation from Autumn, and yet
they might just.
He still didn't see them.
Oh.
Walk forward though. A little bit scrappy, but eventually Patman able to find a Devi going to be taken down.
Terbat Davai bro, sumpah.
Scale forward. Javi able to find Jing right before the Cosmic Divide comes through. Something now tucked into this tiny little cubby. He might just find a god timing. They're checking in around this site, but no, he'll just go for the peak. Gate crashes over. No. Retreat onto the B site where the trademark will get cleared. Gives Global the bad news. Autumn.
I was gonna say.
Yep. Gets the turn, gets Forsaken.
It's an odd smoke.
Sep's gonna be heard. So information about this position of Patman. Rez coming through something. Wanted to try to clear that out, but he's just completely
bingung banget.
Patman has been able to deliver the kill because Envy just couldn't quite track him down. If he had any numbers, this Hunter's Fury could save them the round, but all alone, there's just no hope for that one. So 8-4, Global Esports, once again, a strong opening half.
Yeah, and I think this time, maybe this attacker side has a little bit more legs.
Dia
Don't have that extra layer of smokes, just the Viper could make it pretty tough. But I felt like
kayaknya udah enggak.
Smokes from Forsaken at times weren't necessarily as impactful as you'd like from an Astra.
Let's go for nice.
Halftime.
Yeah, so they're feeling okay about that scoreline, so to just wait and see going over to this defender side if PRX still has some of that comeback magic in them. Yeah, I mean, they're just doing a great job controlling the map, finding those kills, holding the angles that PRX isn't expecting, finding good timings to make their moves, hiding players in spots that PRX isn't ready for. And again, it's Autumn, topping the charts in the first half with the ACS on the chamber.
I think last time out, it was 7-5 at the half for PRX from starting on the defending side.
Berat.
Finisher on their attack, so significantly better handled by Global Esports with this defense. Can they punch through is going to be the question.
Yeah, I mean, generally you're not going to get as much value out of a chamber on your attacker side. That isn't always the case, of course. The Neon is really what needs to get things revved up for the side of Global Esports. Yudotan, see what this Neon can do after being stuck on veto duty so far the entirety of kickoff. If he can get it going for him.
Have a good time out there.
Fair point. Will this just be a repeat of the start of last year? Can they improve? Quad push out of Nest. Be a quad phase. Into elbow. The swing's coming in, and Yudotan. This match is won, but will be traded. Jing able to find that with the Sheriff. Something hearing the rendezvous out. As now, Patman his way forward here in mid, but Envy critically able to find Autumn before the Headhunter can really ring true. But Patman finds a great timing, but so too does Forsaken until he looks back over into the site. Now just something to try to rescue them in this pistol. Otherwise, Global start things off 9-4 the half. And now they know exactly where the Yoru is. Double face in, Crystal to collect it. Global, they tie it up 2-2 in pistols. They get one step closer to sending us to a map 3.
Kayak kagak ada itu loh guys, kagak ada trade kill-nya guys, jujur guys ya.
Just based on how Corrode went, you feel like kind of need this one.
Ngeliatnya segitu ya.
And they don't account for the second layer. Patman again, so smart against his former team.
Kita restart yuk.
Always finding that timing to hit him in the back, hit him where they least expect it.
I mean, they need this, but you also feel like PRX absolutely need to close this 2-0. Think about how split went between these squads the last time.
That's true.
They got absolutely bodied.
That is very true.
Fine, once again with a Marshall, but no one yet playing in towards his side of the map.
A little bit of a couple different guns actually bought into this. I mean, you've got the Shorty for something, the Marshall for Divide, the Bandit for Jing. So PRX looking to give themselves a little bit of an extra edge to try to find the Thrifty, increase those odds ever so slightly.
Bang Rio Fatur Dalimunte apa tuh?
Just expecting, you know, thinking back to Corrode, what you saw here from PRX was, you know, a death ball push out from one side of the map. So GE looking for that stack again before they commit. They have a backup plan here. They're going to be able to cover this drone in time.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Then again, tucked up to the corner. Shorty able to find one. Quick little fade away. Not finding anything, and something just going to try to play himself in with that flash. Forsaken. Bounding forward.
Lumayan.
Manages to make it a 2-for-2, but now Envy getting involved. Catches Yudotan, and suddenly start being concerned. Knife out. Patman just now swoop in. I thought that Envy for sure had heard the footsteps there.
10 seconds
left.
left.
That he turns away. A chance, but a narrow one. A lot of it feels like it might just come down to Divide with this Marshall being able to find some shots. Just one going wide and manages to break line of sight. Gets around the corner, as well as some damage onto Divide.
One enemy remaining.
Jing now finished off. These would have to be crisp. Trying to just tuck away. Get himself onto a narrow little line here. Finds the headshot.
He's got him one.
The bite's out though.
Oh.
Tatman, will bring it to a conclusion. However, a very good thrifty attempt for PRX. They made this one hurt for Global Esports, but they still can't stop them from getting up to 10-round wins.
Yeah, cute little play here. Flash out, and Autumn's trying to scramble. Throws a couple 100 credits of Headhunter bullets at it too. Nice work by Patman in the long run, but man, oh man, it was labored. Some really good ideas from PRX. A little bit of disappointment from Crystal there.
It's fine, he'll be fine.
He'll be all right.
Ini pemain dilepas apa dia yang mau? Nggak tahu guys. Mana gua tahu guys.
Oh. Something I'm I mean, he acted like he just didn't even see anything.
Oh, he saw him. He pinged it.
I know, it's just no even attempt to try to fire a shot, but okay.
Whoa.
Quick one. It's even faster. Hell of a hit from Patman. Now a weapon recovered.
Senjata tuh.
He is just so good.
Devi holding close on the corner. No flank coming through, so we'll just be straight up into main.
Ayolah, come on lah. Masa mau dibantai-bantai gini, guys?
Tailwind available. As wall raised, back up onto the half wall for Jing. Slow orb going to be sent. Fast lane coming through.
Nembak apa, Fai?
I mean, barely any damage is found. Smoke falls.
Ya anjing apa
Jing's
sih,
right there
Cok?
out in the open, and Yutan
Sumpah tim
quickly
ini kenapa
dispatches
ya,
it.
babi?
All the weapons handed over.
Spike planted.
And a lot of the damage patched up by Javi. This is looking absolutely and utterly catastrophic for PRX. TV4. How you meant to pilot this spot. Headshot just not connecting. Needed that. This corner, double stacked. Envy still somehow is able to find one. Forsaken gets two, but there's Patman. Ever the finisher in these rounds. A 3K form, 22-7-1.
Bingung ngepick Breeze terlalu kalah, Cok. Aneh banget, guys.
And Alex wants to call a timeout.
Udah, itu timnya FC kayak Jing nggak bisa pakai jet, Cok. Masih dipaksain, kenapa ya?
Just some delayed reactions and some odd timings. Right as Jing is kind of going to maneuver himself a little bit closer to the pillar, that's when the hit starts coming through, so he's not on top of there to get that first angle down in.
Oh my god, you guys have no idea how to play anymore.
And just some whiffed shots as well from PRX on that entry, and better shooting from Global Esports, and that's round done. And this is looking
Selasa ya? Tanggal berapa tuh?
Nearly a certainty that we're going to split.
Tanggal 10 ya, boleh Mas. Kita gas aja.
Let's start the run back.
Kalau baknya minor tanggal 12 kita masukin.
Hard to imagine it coming through. I mean, already such a strong lead. Momentum on the side of Global Esports and a big shutdown on your anti-bonus round. I mean, it's all smiles on the opposite side of the stage. Having a whale of a time. PRX need to try to wipe the smiles off those faces, but it just doesn't feel like they're capable of doing it here on Breeze.
No, it feels
Mungkin
just
dulu
completely
konflik
different.
Batman mana ada, guys. Tuh Batman tadi panas banget, Cok.
Doesn't look comfortable with the util sometimes, and Devi's been a little bit shaky, and well, everybody's been shaky, to be honest, and they're gonna buy into this. They're forcing.
It's not the one tap they would have liked to have seen. Forces the heal onto Javi. I mean, they show presence shifting over towards the doors, and then I assume that it's just an audible. They just cut right up into mid. And now they might just have this pivot into B.
Well, the good news is you've been able to sneak something into the back lines, but I think Yudo's somewhat suspicious.
Well, it definitely is. We're about to maybe find out. Crystal sprinting. Something swinging, killing, finds it.
Ngantuk gua, guys, sumpah, guys.
Have an exit strategy, and as he tries to set one up, it's the bad news.
Gua kalau map 3 sih kayak gua tidur lah. Tuh, udah kasih map 3 sini, Jing aja majunya begitu, guys. Tidur aku, guys, sebentar, guys. Gua melihat tidak ada.
Double up, able to find. At least the one kill as Autumn plays up in front of this Cosmic Divide. Finds one Crystal, now going to be rezzed all the way back over towards Elbow. Wall set up and Divide just trying to skirt along this wall, but he's about to be timing. Tavi finds him and it's now all on Forsaken.
Jason doang main, Cok.
Even if he can find Autumn, but she cannot. It would have been that potential Hunter's Fury from long range to deal with. This map is looking over as Global Esports. 8 chances to close it out.
It's just so hard, it seems like, for PRX to have follow-up spatial awareness. The initial awareness, good in this round. Able to work that open space, but then something not anticipating that Yudotan would be there. Then they start walking in to that space that had already been claimed by their opponents.
Let's go, boys!
No, how is that a bad one?
So something can survive a little bit longer. Maybe it's a different round, but here we go. Turn up the tempo, pop of the overdrive.
Yeah, they just want to bring this one to a swift end. Already some early damage out of Forsaken. Unicon sprinting, spotting, but Forsaken peeling back. Devi able to find one as well, but just swing forward. It ends up getting taken down. Forsaken doing well to find a second kill. The Hunter's Fury is out. Jump through the smoke. Crystal eliminated now by something. Going for some swing, but sits him down. Heal available. A 1v2 would be a monstrous clutch to bring this map to its end. And oh, they give him an opportunity to isolate, but Jing will be able to get it. No. 7 more rounds to go.
Cuma 7 round, 7 round. 7 round, guys.
Yeah, it's something at the very least. If you can string a few more together here, get some of that confidence back, get some of that mechanical skill, that sharpness we saw in Corrode from PRX. But this is, you got to do this. I love it. As global esports, you know, just end it quick if you know, with that overdrive and all that other stuff. But yeah, didn't work. So what?
You want to play?
For the fast play. Here's the tour de force.
There's 3 players stacked on the other side of this here. As Jing up and over the top, the ping reveal. Oh, going for Tiles Crunch here in a main. Had this one up their sleeve for a little while, it would appear. And it ends up looking gorgeous. Swing out, Patman still finding Forsaken. But now, 4v2. Tour de force, though, in the hands of Autumn.
Whoa.
Snaps down, finds the first. This becomes a lot more doable.
Ridiculous.
Spike still dropped over by Shops. He's scooped up. Crystal just joining in, playing alongside Autumn.
Mereka nonton nggak lu bang? Nonton guys besok kan ya?
With Jing, getting a good amount of information.
Oh, minggu depan.
To something who needs to now try to hold the door. Oh, he's being made. What a force for the check in the corner. Not quite.
Nembak apa dah, lihat guys, lihat
so
guys.
very low, 52 health between the two.
30 seconds left.
The push out,
One enemy
and
remaining. Spike
arriving a
down
bit
B.
faster than they might have anticipated. Recon for the ping. Rendezvous behind the half wall. Spike in hand, but Jing scales forward. A 3K for him on the jet, starting to look alive.
Nah, juga berdarah-darah, guys.
6 more rounds needed for PRX.
Yeah, some good moments here and there. Again, these little set plays have worked well on this map for PRX. They're able to get their traps to go, but usually it's been GE the ones who have been finding little moments. This is look at half. Nicely done by Autumn. Yeah, round getting a little too dangerous. Not too sure where the other players are. Went for the plan, paid the price. Weak buy. Autumn has a rifle. Still a res there for Javi. Patman is
Yang
ahead,
ada di
so.
sini,
Look at him.
menjagamu tak patah hati.
There's the reveals, but it's going to be a Bucky from Unatan to take them down. He finds something as well. Rez invested, Inby darted right into the face.
Apa lagi, Cok?
And the aggression is counteracted.
Apa lagi, Cok?
Slight misplays and overconfidence in the round from PRX as them pay the ultimate price. This is Forsaken and Devi to try to stop this map from coming to its end. Crystal sat up on top of the wall, sends down the warning ping. Swing in, quick little rendezvous out. Forsaken unable to find the catch. Spamming with the counter spam. Wins it out in the end. Now just Devi. With an orb the drop. They cannot find the transfer. 13-6.
Guys, gue tidur ya guys ya. Thank you guys yang udah nonton guys. Gue kayak udah kecewa gitu sih guys. Aduh, kenapa PRX sekarang bro begini bro? Sedih guys, lihatnya guys. Cuman ya udahlah, it's okay. Thank you guys ya. Arigatou gozaimasu, sampai jumpa nanti malam guys. See you on the next live streaming. Aku tidur dulu guys sebentar. Sumpah ngantuk buat masih kurang tidur kayak guys. Oke, thank you guys, sampai jumpa.